basically restrict. Oh, hold on. The stream just crashed. I think.
Stream died.
It's back.
Oh, this. All right, stream's back. All right, I'm gonna start over. French President Macron, in response to Trump being like, "Yo, I'm gonna fucking tariff you because you're not doing what I want." Macron is like, we should use the EU's anti-coercion economic tools, which apparently would be the first time it's ever been used, and if invoked, would restrict or prohibit, I'm not sure on the specifics, U.S. companies and U.S. banks from doing business in the EU.
All right.
Which, honestly, yeah, do it. Do it. That's the only thing that Trump cares about is his billionaire buddies' profit margins. Hit him where it actually matters.
Is the world up? Sorry.
Still up. Still should be up, unless it's fully gone out.
It's not letting me join.
Alright, well, I suppose now. Again. Close and reopen.
Which means now it's TISM time.
Alright. Then while we're dealing with this. Okay, so. Have y'all ever been to Vegas?
Yes.
No.
Absolutely not.
Darius?
No,
Bolt?
I wasn't.
I assume not, Bolt.
I've been
I don't
to many a
recommend
city in America, but not me.
Never
Not-
been to
not-
America
not-
myself either.
So, I'm just gonna start by saying, if you don't want to hear me just absolutely lose my goddamn shit, here is the TLDW.
Why not TLDR?
Because W is watch.
Oh, okay.
Basically, imagine two people who are extremely anti-capitalist going to one of the most capitalist cities in the US. Yeah, I think that's the best way of summarizing this if you just really want to understand how this is going to go.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna...
I get the vibe.
So, we decided to go to Vegas, and I was excited for only a couple of things because I was there for, because I'd been there before, and not really like, it was not really my vibe, but I knew what to avoid, and mostly not really a huge deal. So I was like, oh, so as long as I just go here for that one thing, which I'll save for last, because I was going to bring a bunch of like things to show off for the TISM, but unfortunately, because of my computer issues, that got canceled. Sorry about that. Basically, go through basically I'm gonna save the positive things for the end, because there were a few things that I enjoyed. Basically, we get there first day. And everything is exactly as I'm expecting. You exit out of the Vegas airport, and immediately there's slot machines.
Yeah.
In the airport. Yep. Just straight off the bat. Nope. It's just no wait, no waiting, no whatever. You're also hit with indoor smoking sections. And I've been to certain European countries where smoking's a little bit more socially okay. In the US, most areas in the US, you don't smoke unless it's outside or in certain areas. In the US, no, in Vegas, there's a lot of places where... Sorry. There's a lot of places where basically you can just start smoking inside.
Uh-huh.
Is it like an excluded, like a secluded area, or is it in the middle?
Some of them
where everyone
are,
else?
some of them are not.
Okay, so goddamn.
In the casino areas that are not in airports, they are not. It's pretty fucking ridiculous. And as somebody who has problems with irritants in my throat, where it can make me cough very quickly, I knew that was going to be a problem. So I had forgotten to bring a mask, which usually would help me with that.
Uh-huh.
Whoopsie.
Oopsie daisy.
So my best solution was to take my jackets or sweaters that I was wearing and just cover my mouth. Because that was probably the best way of dealing with it. We get picked up to go to our... Which, by the way, we basically flew most of the time there. We get picked up by a taxi to go to our hotel. One of the hotels that connects to like all of the to like some of the three major malls of the area.
Mm-hmm.
First thing that happens is we're asked a bunch of benign questions by the taxi person because he's just trying to make small talk. Then he's like, "Y'all do weed?" Okay, we're like, yeah, it's legal here in Nevada. That makes sense. Y'all do Molly?
So what?
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 What the fuck is Molly?
I know how to. Very hard drug.
Oh. Okay, big no-no drug.
I can. I don't know the exact one. I just know that it's slang for that. Basically, in short, he was like, "I'll hook you up. Just call me. Just here's my business card," and hands it to my boyfriend.
What the fuck?
That's so casually. He just, oh my god, what?
Yeah. Please tell me he did toss it. Like, someone else threw it away immediately.
He did not.
Oh,
I told
boy.
him to. He did not. It sat on our desk. It sat on the desk of the hotel room the entire time we were there. By the way, you might want to read the chat, Jimmy, in Atlas. Basically, that was our first day. It wasn't that much. We get there. We go to bed. It was a little weird, a little awkward. Oh yeah, there was one other thing. There was one other thing that I forgot to mention. Y'all know what Newsmax is?
What is Newsmax?
Hey, Meep. Meep?
Meep.
Is Meep there?
Hello?
All right.
Hello.
You there?
Hello?
Hello.
Say something else other than hello if you can hear us.
Cut out again.
Okay,
Can
he
you hear
can
us?
barely hear us. All right. I was gonna see if he could.
Not really.
Was that? Not really hear us is what he was saying. Okay. So I was gonna have him explain it, but I think I'll try my best. I'm not that great at explaining this kind of thing. Essentially, you know how some people in the US say that Fox News is like super right-wing media and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that on crack.
Oh God.
They're the only
No,
ones that
please.
are currently allowed in the military to discuss things.
Which one again?
Newsmax.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. you were-
They're the only ones that are allowed in the Pentagon to get things right now.
Amy.
I already have a better bow, don't I?
I don't know if you do. So that's why.
I have the Geist bow,
Oh. Okay.
the
never
cold
mind.
Geist. Yeah, you gave it to me.
I forgot. I thought you still had the Necroil bow.
I didn't have the Necroil bow ever. Or at least if I did, it was a while ago. Anyway, I had the gun.
Right. Hey, congrats.
Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying though, yeah, that Newsmax was playing on the credit card on the credit card thing's display as an ad and information thing. Which just
Oh my god.
huh?
What? I'm confused. What?
Like, so you know how some credit card readers have displays?
Yeah.
It was playing on that.
The fuck?
Yes,
Wait, what was playing on the credit card display?
Newsmax
Who?
in the taxi.
That's fucking ridiculous.
That's weird, dog. What the fuck?
They were calling it the Newsmax Minute. It was like a friggin' TikTok short of Newsmax delivered straight to our taxi.
Bruh.
It was bizarre, and I've never seen anything like it.
But what happens in Las Vegas stays in Las Vegas, I suppose. What the fuck?
Yeah, I hope so.
Fear and loathing in Las Vegas.
But anyway, so we returned back. Apparently, he did not. Apparently, well, I returned back and fell asleep to the hotel. Luke is my boyfriend. Did not go straight to bed. Apparently, he went to hang out with some boyfriends. God, fuck, with some friends.
Yeah, okay.
With some friends and get some drinks. I was just so tired. I just passed out.
Fair enough.
So, yeah. The next day, I get told about basically what happened there later, but we'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, we decide to go and try and find something for breakfast, which I'll get to because that was actually one of the good things.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, genuinely one of the best things that happened on this vacation. I
The food?
fucking loved it. Yes, specifically that breakfast. Because, yeah. But one of the things that had happened was I returned to the thing while he went to... returned to the hotel room, sorry. Sometimes words are hard for me. You know this.
Yes.
Well, he went and did some looking around to see if there was any shopping. And he was like... And as he was returning, I was like, hey, could you get me a coffee or something? Oh, yeah, and he hung out with some friends again. And he was like, sure. This is one of the first things where we noticed just how fucked up things were in Vegas. Nonsensical pricing.
Honestly,
You'd
it's
think,
Las
okay,
Vegas.
yes, it's... Yeah, you'd think, that's what you would think. But that's not what I mean when I say nonsensical pricing. Let me explain. He went to the Starbucks that's like right across from a quick service place that's attached to... That's like 2 feet from our... what's it called? To the elevator for the hotel room. And so he was like, I'll just go there. And he goes and grabs it. It's a little 12-ounce latte
Okay.
for like $10.
I was actually thinking more. Not much more, but more.
You would think that doesn't sound that bad, right? It isn't until you find out how much what was being sold at that quick service place, which, by the way, was not but a short walk away. Canned double shot espresso
Uh-huh.
from guess where?
Starbucks.
Starbucks. The same fucking place. And this is a tall, like 16 to 20 ounce can.
Uh-huh.
You want to know how much that was?
25.
$6. $7 actually, but
Damn. I may have gotten a little
remember how I said that the shit's nonsensical pricing? That's the kind of shit I mean. Like, you literally were going to places, and it was like places that you were closer to in the same area were fucking costing more somehow. Which made no sense. Now, speaking of, one of the things we noticed while we were walking to breakfast, by the way, before I get to Lucas's return and the stuff he told me, ooh, thank you. I have things, but not for, So basically, on the way back, so basically, while we're walking, by the way, we have to go through the mall to get to this, to get to the breakfast that we're doing. Which the mall is directly connected through a casino. And this is where things start getting really fucking stupid. If you don't know, casinos are intentionally laid out to be as confusing as possible. The way to the elevator looks like a small hallway that's barely visible unless you're right in front of it.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Yep. On top of that, all of the casinos, or all of the casinos, like slot machines, they're now these like big video machines, not like what you used to see all the time.
Yeah, what you expect from Vegas.
Yeah. They have licensed people constantly going. You see things from EA. You see things from friggin' Hasbro, like the Monopoly Man. You see things like that everywhere.
Uh-huh.
On top of that, in case that wasn't enough, the slot machines there, at the very bottom, right below where you're going to be tapping away at that little boomer ball.
Yeah.
You want to know what? You want to know what's there?
What is it?
Right at the very bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Ads.
Oh my fucking
Fuck.
god.
Oh, what the fuck?
As if they weren't greedy enough. Ads on slot machines. What the fuck? Why?
You yourself said
That
it.
really shows why.
The sheer greed. No, why? No, it wasn't like me legitimately asking. It was me. What's the word?
Paraphrasing.
It was an exasperation
Oh,
of why.
that works.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's friggin'. It's ridiculous. And that's not even like. That's like the worst part of it.
Oh, great. Wait, do you
Because
say that's
honest-
the worst part? That's not the worst part.
That is the worst part of it,
Oh,
in my opinion, because like just the ads there. And I'm just having to walk through while covering my mouth, seeing not that many boomers actually, tapping away at it.
That's disgusting. It's just disgusting. Did my drink go off? Hear me?
What? What? What's the question?
If you were there, you went quiet for a moment.
Yeah, because I was typing.
Oh.
Anyway. But upon returning, my boyfriend informed me that he had stopped with some friends to go get some, like, food, even though we'd already had, like, a very big breakfast, which, once again, I will talk about in a bit. It was great. And whole thing was just, how do I put this?
Messy?
Basically, he just wanted to get some lemonade.
Uh-huh.
Because he was just like, I'm just here to hang out with the rest of my friends. And
Attaboy!
didn't really care about the rest of it. It was, it was just crazy just hearing what he told me. Basically, First off, let's start with his friend's experience of one day in Vegas.
Uh-huh.
He won $400
Yeah.
on a slot machine.
Okay.
That sounds pretty cool, right? He starts spending it on people for drinks. All right, cool.
Oh boy.
Pretty cool. He gets a little tipsy. He starts walking around, and then this lady at like some table, I don't know exactly, starts really getting into his head and starts telling him how he's really, really
Handsome.
gonna be better and stuff like that if he just keeps going on this one game that she's like stationed at. And he loses it all and more. All while they're trying to peel him away, and he's like, and she's like, and he's all like, no, they believe in, she's believing me, she's helping me, she's helping me. No, dude, she wants you to lose.
Yep.
That was the one from last night, by the way, or the night before. Now, he goes to... Now he's going to go hang out with his friends and get that lemonade.
Yeah.
Now, I've told this to at least one person here. I don't remember if I told this to anybody else, but... There were a couple of other things, but I don't think there was anything quite as, quite as noteworthy as this that really just made my skin crawl. Basically, he came in holding a paper when he walks into the hotel room. Which, by the way, I'm just doing my dailies. Dailies that I hadn't done, and other things like that on ZZZ and HSR. And he goes in with this paper and is all like, you would not believe what happened. They go to this place called Dick's Last Resort. Where the whole idea of the place is that you pay them and they essentially talk shit about you and stuff like that. And most of the insults there were pretty tame. Oh wow. Oh, you must have done blah 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 because you're short, or blah 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 because you're tall. Well, at one point they start making these they start handing out these hats that have things written on them to be like, so that way the person who has them on can't read them, but everybody else can. And they're all, once again, tailored to the person who they're put on. Everybody is giggling at what everybody else's has. But basically, once his gets on, everybody just goes quiet. And he says, he like, they sorry, I had to respond to somebody in text. I'm so sorry. Basically, everybody goes quiet. they all finally tell him, "Hey, just take that off." He takes it off and reads it. It says, "You're the reason why men aren't allowed in the women's restroom."
My fucking god.
Straight transphobia.
I am
Everybody there
is-
either everyone there either knew a trans person or anything like that, or was or knew about the fact that I am or knew that his partner, my boyfriend's partner, is trans. So that was incredibly awkward because my boyfriend does not look all that effeminate, in my opinion. I don't think anybody would say that.
Uh-huh.
So it was just incredibly awkward. It just felt weird and not comfortable. And throughout most of my vacation, the shit that I was seeing and hearing, and that was the most notable one, by the way. I don't want to relive most of the others. The fact that he walked in holding that to show me as proof, I was like, I don't even want to read it. I don't want to see it. Throw it away. You telling me is enough proof for me. I'm good. But I just told him, basically, I just told him to throw it away. And I was like, the rest of the vacation, I just felt not human because of how many times I was seeing microaggressions and shit like that and being seen as male and shit like that. It was just not fun. It was really just disgusting. I was expecting Vegas to be capitalist hellhole and all that, but that one
Hurt.
got to me. That one hurt. I was not expecting that.
That's understandable.
And when
That's
I
absolutely
told that to Lucas, he was like, "Well, yeah, it's like a place where a lot of people come to get rich and they love to punch down." It's just like, I don't think that really helps. That I just want to not feel that bad. And I think sometimes he just doesn't realize that I just want comfort. And I think that was one of those times. It was just anyway, luckily, I'm going to skip again because something good did happen shortly after that. And we had a short, pretty nice dinner as well. But what happened to our dinner was also kind of shit. But it's not really a Vegas problem. Basically, after we had been done at the art exhibit that I will be showing off, that I will be talking about later, we were originally going to go to this tiki bar called Golden Tiki. And we had to get like this reservation way ahead of time as well. But then, shortly before we're told that, hey, if not everybody shows up, you'll be charged for everybody who doesn't show up for your reservation.
What the fuck?
And just after that, somebody's like, yeah, I moved to this table off of our table. And we were the only two left on the table. So my boyfriend is just frantically trying to solve this when our reservation is like 45 minutes from now. And their new system doesn't have a way of fixing this easily. So he just ends up canceling it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So yeah, fuck that. Yeah. The next day, because like I said, some good things happened there. I believe this was Saturday. So I'm gonna misremember some of the events in the order. So I apologize. I might not get things in the correct order. It's not really important.
Yeah.
But Saturday, we what?
No, I'm just trying to remember a phrase that we say in Spanish, but I forgot, so don't mind me. If I remember, I'll say it.
Saturday, we were going to go on this hike. And I actually quite like hikes. They're quite nice, especially because it would take me away from Vegas. Because we had both decided that the best way to enjoy Vegas is to just not go to Vegas. That was our conclusion. After 2 days, we'd already decided that just don't go to Vegas.
Just stay away.
Just stay away. Especially because everything just looked so awful wandering the streets and stuff, which we'll get to.
Oh, yeah,
So we go.
Was that the day
Yep.
where you took a photo of the Eiffel Tower from Vegas?
No, that was the last day.
Okay.
Well, the last day that I was there, that was a full day. So we decided to go on this hike, and by the way, so far we've avoided the actual strip part where we walk up and down and there's all the signs and shit, which is part of the reason why I'm like avoiding talking about that bit just yet. But basically, we are going to. Oh, there was one detail I forgot about when we were finding food.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get back to the hike here in a second. But part of the reason why finding food was hell, and why it does actually relate to Vegas, is because a lot of Vegas is designed to keep you in certain areas. If you are not using a vehicle, it is impossible to leave
Can I say something?
areas
really
of Vegas.
Can I say something really
What?
quickly? I fucking hate that from American cities.
Yeah,
Can
it's awful.
I take the spotlight for just a couple minutes? Because I was
Yeah, I hate
literally
that too. Go ahead.
I was literally talking about this to my father, I think a couple days ago. How I'm so glad that I can go places by bike or by walk, like bicycle, or by walking, and that I will never understand. I know the reason. It's fucking General Motors and car companies and shit like that.
And capitalism.
Yes. And I hate the fact that you have to go everywhere by car in fucking America. I was talking about this also because, I walk from my school where I do my degree. I can walk to not a library, what's the store that sells, like, shit for school? Like, school supplies, books. What's the name in English?
I don't think.
Cool supply store.
A bookstore.
I don't think there's a real word for it. Bookstore.
Bookstore.
By the way, Jimmy, okay, good. Just wanted to let you know.
Yeah, no, I'm looking constantly at chat.
But yeah, bookstore, stuff like that. Yeah, I get it. But
Yeah,
there's not really a
I can
word
go-
for that other than that.
I can go to the bookstore. I can go to a candy store. I can go to multiple bars if I want to. I can go to a place to get prepare food. I can go to a Chinese bazaar. I can go to like 3 different supermarkets. I can go to like two
Every
different
single
bakeries.
restaurant.
I can go to 2 different bakeries. I can get
Yeah.
my hair cut in 3 different places, and I can eat in like 3 different restaurants. And there's a laundromat. And I'm telling this in the short trek that is from my school to where my father picks me up, which is a 5-minute walk. And the fact that American people need to grab their car to do literally anything is just... How have you not realized that's a horrible idea?
Yeah. I hate it. I don't get why Americans love it so much.
I just need it out of my chest.
I guess
because
they
we
like
literally
feeling
talked about
quote
it
unquote.
and-
I guess they some people feel like they're rich because I've heard some people like call Europe impoverished for that.
Why? Because
and I'm
we
just like,
walking
what?
and we're not fat and we're not winning like obesity contests.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. Sometimes
I don't-
Americans
I
can
don't
be
know.
stupid, and I say this knowing I have multiple American friends.
No, a lot of them can be. I get it. I get it. No. You did not need to share this with me when he's on. Wait, is he in the party?
Nope. He did not accept it somehow. I think he either.
Yeah.
It will always stay with the mystery to me why it is the way it is.
But as I was saying though,
Sorry, it's just sometimes I think about it and it makes my blood boil. You know?
So-
it just fucking sucks. And
yeah, I get it. And what I'm about to say is going to show exactly how much it sucks, actually. In fact, I'm about to show you a counter argument that, or not a counter argument. I'm going to show you evidence to prove that. Basically, everything within walking distance that wasn't directly connected to the mall was impossible to get to because there was no crosswalks, no anything, not even sidewalks in Vegas, which is even worse than which is even worse than not having you can help them. I'm gonna keep talking
Okay.
because I'm gonna get very I'm gonna gesticulate a lot. But basically, it was like there was a Spanish, there was a like a Mexican restaurant like right across the street from the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
But because you cannot walk there, it was impossible for us to get there because we didn't want to spend money on an Uber or anything like that because we didn't rent a car. And we weren't going to. We had no plans to.
Okay.
It was like, and that was just one example of things just being completely inaccessible to us. We could not go there.
Mm-hmm.
The only places we could go were within the malls. Which, when I say malls, I mean plural. There's a mall for each of the 3 hotels that were owned by the resorts that we were at, which are known as MGM.
Mm-hmm.
We were at the, I don't remember what it was called. It starts with an M.
Yeah.
But the other 2 were the Luxor and the Excalibur. Marigold? Marigold Beach? Something Bay. Anyway, point is, all of them were connected by malls and casinos.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you would best find food.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was like if you didn't want to drive. Which, since we weren't driving, it's impossible.
Uh-huh.
Without walking. Which, anyway, back to the hike. The hike that we were promised was going to be very pretty, but we were also promised it'd be mostly flat. If you guys don't know, because of my injury and several other reasons, and me just being a lazy fucking piece of shit, I am not... How do I put this? They are not,
Optimal for walking up hills.
I am not optimal for walking up hills. I cannot do that very easily, especially climbing. I used to be able to do it very easily for hours. We got there, and even Lucas was like, wait, this is more climbing than I was anticipating. And by the time I was down at the bottom, I was almost out of breath. Because it was like, you climb a little bit up this hill, then immediately a long climb down. It was extremely steep.
Mm-hmm.
When we were told it was just a little steep. But it turns out he maybe shouldn't have trusted that person because it was likely just somebody who was physically fit. Very physically fit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was fun. For me, at least. I tried to at least enjoy that. Unfortunately, it just did not work out.
That sucks.
We got some donuts, though. The donuts
Oh,
were
yeah.
nice. That was the morning I got the coffee from the quick service place.
Mm-hmm.
What did we do after that? Perhaps if I could look through my pictures, I can remember the order of things. Sorry, just give me 2 seconds to see if I can remember the order of things. Nope, okay. So, after that we went to an In-N-Out for lunch. That was nice. We returned. I think he went to do something. I don't remember what it was, but I remember I just said I'd rather not take the risk of being tempted because if you don't know, I get tempted by random chance and stuff like that. Most of all, I was just trying to just not have a shit night and a shit morning and all of that, especially because I needed rest. Oh, wait, no, I don't think, did we return? No, we didn't. We did later. That was after. But basically, my legs felt like I did leg day for 2 hours. When I say 2 hours, I'm not talking about... I'm not talking about like, oh, hey, that's how long the exercise felt like it had lasted. I mean, that's how long I felt like I'd exercised, not how long the sensation felt. Sorry, my brain was just lagging there. But, yeah, it was really fun. Haha, haha, haha. If I can remember what we had for dinner that night, maybe I can remember what had happened. Because the next night was the Ramsay burger. Okay, so yeah. No. So yeah, that night we decided we're going to go ahead, or we did not decided. That night we were going to hang out with a bunch of his friends, which was most of the plan. And we're going to go and do some parks, by the way, after our short rest. Which parks? In Vegas, you're wondering. Why, yes! There's one park in Vegas and one roller coaster. If you don't know, my boyfriend is a huge roller coaster enthusiast, and I like roller coasters a bit.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just gonna say this right now. I've been to some dinky-ass parks. I've been to some very bad parks. The Vegas one was very bad. It's called the Adventure Dome. And it's connected to a place called Circus Circus. One of the
God.
worst hotels on the Strip. Which is where I saw another notable transphobic thing being sold. It was, my dog ate my pronouns, and he, she, it, all over the carpet.
Oh, God.
You can do those jokes and make it funny. There was a bunch of other things like that in that store as we passed by to the Adventure Dome. But let's just say oh, right, there was one thing in here that I could share, and that's... But there was nothing really notable about the roller coasters other than they were just not that great. They were all right at best and not really notable at worst. Overpriced? Definitely, because it's Vegas. They, in terms of setting of aesthetic and how cheap it looked, let's just say Six Flags is blushing in how much money they could have saved. That's all I'm going to say, but I have an image here. I have an image here that I saw as we were leaving to the second roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just... I don't know if you want to pull this up on the stream or not, Jimmy.
Do you want me to?
Well, you can look at it and tell me if you think it's worthy of it. It's in images.
No, I already downloaded it. I now need to find it where I fucking left it.
Okay.
This one here. What the fuck?
I'm gonna wait for it to
Am I
appear.
blind? What the fuck? There we go. Oh, thanks, Vaughn.
Holy Trinity of Small?
Yeah, the holy trinity of the small points. Sit up straight, stretch, and hydrate.
Oh, I've never heard... I didn't know about that one.
Yep. So, yeah, everyone stream check, stretch, and hydrate.
Yeah, I'll wait for you to find it before I say it. But as we're doing it,
I
the
already
next...
found it, now I just
roller
need to fucking shrink it because it's fucking gigantic.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to start introducing the next part. Basically, the other roller coaster
Angry
was
Birds the
in
ride.
a... Yep, Angry Birds the fucking ride. Angry Birds. What? Why is this still here? This feels like it's ancient. But it still looks new. Why does it feel like it's the most well-kept thing in the entire park? Anyway,
no!
so the next thing that happened was we went to this coaster. It was originally called, I don't remember what it was originally called, actually. I don't care enough.
Uh-huh.
As you'll find out why. It's now called the Big Apple Coaster because it's hosted at the New York Hotel and Casino.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it was called the Boston Express, I believe. But basically, you go there, and it is one of the worst run roller coasters I have ever ridden. They just do not care. They take forever to get you on. They take forever to get you off. And then, on top of that, it is one of the worst goddamn things I've ever ridden. In fact, no, it is the second worst goddamn roller coaster I have ever ridden. And the only thing it's beating is a roller coaster that literally hurt me. The coaster it beat is called Insane in Groneland, Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
Groneland, which I like Groneland, just not Insane. Insane basically does this thing where it flips you around, but it's supposed to do it based off of how you and how the passengers weigh. For some reason, me and my boyfriend just don't weigh much, or don't weigh enough to make it spin, or weigh too much to make it spin, to make it not spin. So it just we did not flip at all.
Uh-huh.
Until the very end, where there's just this flat, straight down spike, and it flipped us facing down, and just.
Oh God, were you okay?
Yes, I just hurt for a while. My neck felt like it was being stretched out, and my back hurt more. That is a slightly worse experience than the Big Apple Coaster in Vegas. And the only reason why the Big Apple Coaster is my second worst is because it's just so boring. It's so bad. Nothing works. The transitions are awful. Nothing in that coaster is fun. Don't waste your money. It's not worth it.
Bro, the observation tower at my local amusement park, the windows are not fully see-through. Because they're like super yellowed plexiglass.
Damn.
That's more impressive than the Big Apple Coaster. Because the Big Apple Coaster, the only scenery piece that you get is a fake. I'm not even sure that's. No, it's a fake Statue of Liberty.
It's not.
Jesus.
It's
course.
just a backlot. It's just a fucking backlot that you're in. And the only thing visible from the outside is the lift hill. So you don't even get to see the cool things. Which even then, if you could see the cool things, you'd see a bunch of people just looking absolutely bored out of their minds. So maybe they did a good choice. or complaining that this was way too much for the price. Holy fuck. That is a bad roller coaster. I don't like riding bad roller coasters. I want to ride good ones. I wasn't told it was going to be bad until as I was getting on, by the way. All right.
Fair enough.
Then I'm just gonna skip the last bit because basically the last bit was one of the last good things of that night. And then we the next morning, we were supposed to meet up with some friends who just got so wasted because you can hang out at Vegas getting drunk all night until like 6 a.m. and then just wake up feeling like shit at like 4 p.m.
Yeesh.
And that's basically what they did, although I'm exaggerating. I think it was more like they were up until 4 a.m., and then it was like 4 p.m. Regardless. We didn't do much that day. We saw a movie, which is one of the good things, actually. Another thing that I'll be saving for the end. So the last thing before we talk about the good things is the strip itself. Holy neon hell. I'd seen the strip before. And I intentionally have a part of one of my stories that I've written be inspired by the New York Strip. Let me explain this. Essentially, imagine something cyberpunk.
Uh-huh.
With all the like bright lights, but like less modern or less like futuristic and more current day. That's what the New York Strip looks like, but it's just a long aisle of just constant sensory overload.
Aye.
And it smells like smoke everywhere. On top of that, there are people everywhere just like pulling out cards and like tapping them at you as they try and hand them to you. Some of them are of porn, some of them are their business cards, some of them are whatever the fuck they can hand to you because they're trying to make a buck. Some of them are musicians who don't know how to play a guitar, who don't know how to tune their guitar or anything. So we're walking by this dude who's just sitting there like, bling, 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 bling. Just like, dude, tune your guitar. Learn how to play. Fucking hell. And on top of that, it has all of the same issues I was talking about earlier about it being impossible to navigate on foot. But instead of like making it easier to navigate on foot, they decided to add crossways. Not crosswalks, crossways, where you had to climb up stairs or an escalator and walk across. Or use these dingy ass elevators that smell of piss.
Why?
Ew.
Because we can't mildly inconvenience the drivers.
Exactly. And these are like these are like 4 lanes each way. By the way, 4 lanes each way. Ridiculously wide. Some of them, we even convinced ourselves that it was easier to walk around certain ways before we saw another crossway that was actually easier. Because it was hidden until we saw it. Until we'd walk almost far enough to see it. And how we would have been far enough to see it would have been right at the stairway to another one. It was almost maliciously that they hid that one.
Oh, hold on. I need to. I just saw. Apparently, someone hit ice in Minneapolis with a good old Girardi.
With what?
With Girardi.
What's a Girardi?
You don't... Girardi? You don't know what Girardi is?
No one.
TF2 sniper's weapon, Girardi. The mason jar filled with nondescript yellow liquid.
Piss. Okay, a piss jar.
So probably it could also be Jenkum. But I'm not going to go into what that is. You can look that up on your own time.
Okay.
But anyway, Not only that, but we were seeing like weird ads everywhere for celebrities across the strip. Many of celebrities we thought were gone. Chris Angel was still there. Huh? I thought he was well gone. No, he's still a standard in Vegas. It's crazy. But I don't even think that's the worst part of it. I think the worst part of it is that, like, just the fact that if you just placed a tower at the very end of the strip, where the neon starts to wane, and add back all that cyberpunk stuff that I was talking about, you get literally the city that I was like, I was trying to fucking make it not sound like any specific city in the middle of the desert when I made my work in progress story Haven, which funny enough, I started working on a cyberpunk story before the revival of cyberpunk. That's fucking funny. Anyway, but like, basically just plop a tower at the end of it, and you get the fucking city of Haven that my story is based off of. Or that my story is based around, not based off of, based around. That's how cyberpunk dystopian fucking Vegas feels. It just feels so constant in your face, and it just gets worse. I was constantly seeing AI ads for Gemini, for Alexa Plus, for you get the idea.
Yeah.
It was just ridiculous seeing what they were constantly pushing. All right. Now that we've gotten all the negatives out of the way, let's get the positives. Because I want to end this on a positive note. Showing that even when you're in a capitalist hellhole, you can still find some joy. First off, remember that breakfast I was talking about at the beginning? That I said I was skipping? So we went to this place called Ruri, or Riru? Well, I don't remember. It's something like it's a little like what's the word? Actually, I'm actually gonna rewind it a little bit further, because on the just for a second, on the flights we watched This Is Spinal Tap, which definitely is one of my favorite movies. That's all I'm gonna say.
Movie?
Yes, This Is Spinal Tap is a movie. It's great. I love it. It's stupid. It's so stupid. But it's about a band called Spinal Tap, who became a real band after the movie came out. So, anyway, back to the breakfast. So it's this Irish pub-like place, which it is an Irish pub. I'm gonna get a picture of the breakfast I have, because it was delicious. Because I decided I wanted to get a full Irish. Because I was like, hey, my father would choose this, and not only that, that just sounds delicious. And they asked me if I wanted beans.
Beans.
Because it's not for everybody's taste, but but it is the traditional way to get some beans on toast for your Irish or your British breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And once he's got it up, I'll continue my comments.
Oh, you want me to actually put the picture?
I said, hey, could you put that up, please? I did say that, right?
You did. You did.
So I can't.
You did. That's on me.
Yeah, I can't do it myself.
There you go. Food.
I'm not going crazy. I didn't forget to say it, did I? I'm just making sure that okay, so that so that right there is honestly it was really good. One of the best breakfasts I've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Genuinely. And I had some incredible breakfast while I was out in Scandinavia, so that's saying something. Genuinely was worth it. My boyfriend did not enjoy his breakfast as much, but I don't know. I can't comment there. But everything was cooked perfectly. Everything tasted phenomenal. Most of all, I think the best part was the beans on toast, surprisingly. Because I just put the toast and it was just like, oh my god, surprisingly sweet. Huh. Although I think that might be the American touch that they added. I could have gotten an Irish coffee, but I decided to not because I thought we were going to go back there. We never... plans changed and we never went back there. Alright, the second positive was not that long after that day. We went to Omega Mart. Meow Wolf. I think I've mentioned Meow Wolf before here, and I said I mentioned it the last time I mentioned I was going to Vegas the week after. So, do you guys remember what I was saying Meow Wolf was? Or do I need to explain it again? Because I could explain.
You should probably explain it again now.
Yeah, I could definitely explain. So Meow Wolf is an art collective that basically originally started in Santa Fe, New Mexico. They do these weird surrealist like exhibitions that are like super immersive, and and create like things that you also have to like crawl through sometimes and whatever. You get the idea. Yeah. And originally they were temporary things, and I was really wanting to go see them because, well, I mean, just sounded cool, really up my alley, because I love surrealist art. Surrealist art is one of my favorite kinds. I love Salvador Dali. If you've not seen me playing stuff like Ina's Dream Barbecue on my streams, well, I think that's an example of something that I love. But it was really fun. It was not just... It started off as the Omega Mart section, which just felt like a normal supermarket with some odd things going on, like displays that were telling about the history and like how... and like the story of Omega Mart and stuff like that. But then they would just start going into weird ARG-like things where like the actors started going like, Cece, it's me. Can't you tell it's me? Dad, just look above the corn... No. It was like, Waltz, look above the cornfield. Look above the register. You'll see it. Cece, can't you see? I'm still me. It's still Daddy. And stuff like that. It was like freaking weird. It was the hints that there was something off in the background. Which, speaking of, you could find at least 7 different paths to the back. Which is where the real surrealist shit happened. Which I'm not going to spoil too much, but just... If you don't... But in short, the best way of... the best thing you should... the best thing I would say is that... other than the mart, which you can buy things from, and a lot of the products either are eco-friendly or donate to good causes, which I appreciate the shit out of that they did that. because that's just really cool. If you can pick it up and take it, you can buy it, but they were really pricey despite that. So if it wasn't pricey, I would have grabbed something. One of the things I wanted to do was grab their Meow Wolf plush, which was like this 5-eyed cat and dog hybrid thing. It was weird. But as I'll say near the end, I did end up taking something as a gift just to say, hey, things weren't all that bad. And to remind myself never to come back.
Yeah, never ever in a million years come back.
Yeah. But I'm gonna save some mysteries for you because I think the back is the best part of it. I don't want to spoil it too much, but let's just say things get really weird. I showed some pictures, but even what I showed to friends and stuff, but even what I showed is like 5%. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. I loved it. It's one of the. It was probably the highlight of that trip for me. The next night, or that same night though, we just decided when we couldn't get the tiki place, we just decided to have pizza. And you know what's crazy? We got like a $3 slice that was like giant slice, by the way, like practically a Domino's small pizza, a slice for $3 in Vegas. And we just did that and just had a good night. That was all. And we also like watched some videos. It was a nice little just comfy night between us. That was all. It was just really, so that was another positive. The positives from the night with the and also I did skip something. I'm saving it for the last because it technically was a positive. But I also kind of want to make fun of it. Anyway. So basically, on the night of the hike, we decided to go to this place called Brewdog, which had some middle-ass drinks and some middling-ass food. It was decent food for way too much price, but what was fun wasn't the food or anything. It was who we had it with. It was just absolute joy. All of us were drunk. It was basically a miniature party. And it was just fun. Everybody was laughing. Everybody was having a joy. We were all just having a bit of a silly night. It was great. Nothing special about it. I think you're starting to see a pattern here, aren't you, of the positives that I have?
Food.
No. I think you're starting to see a pattern of a lot of my positives are things that we could have done anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like thinking the entire time like this, like could have done anywhere.
Yeah, other than Omega Marked, which is only permanent in there. Yeah, which I think also stands for the next thing. We saw a movie. We literally could have done that anywhere else.
Yeah.
But the only reason why it was special was because of the timing. The timing of it was a one-time showing across all of the theaters in that chain. Which I think it was Cinemark. I don't know. I don't remember the timing of the movie. Labyrinth. Are you guys familiar with Labyrinth?
No.
Nope. No.
It's an 80s movie starring David Bowie.
There you go, that's why.
Yeah, it was its 40th anniversary. But that's not the only important thing about it.
That film looks wild.
Yeah. And I bet since Darius has it up, could you tell me if you have could you pull up the Wikipedia page for me?
Okay, wait. Yeah. What should I
Do you
look
see the
for?
name Jim Henson?
Yeah.
Do you know who that is?
No, not
Hold on.
currently.
What's the name? Labyrinth?
Have you heard of them? Have you heard of the Muppets?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, Jim Henson was one of the creative directors of this. But not only that, do you see? I don't remember. There's another name. It's Harry.
Harry Jones?
Yes. Could you click on that one for me?
Yeah.
Tell me something that sticks out about his first paragraph. It should be there.
That he's Welsh and that he's a member of Monty Python.
Monty Python.
Oh yeah. Python.
Yes. Monty Python. Yes. This is already
God.
an incredibly weird production just from those three things alone. And it gets weirder.
Oh my god.
You probably didn't even catch it, but Lucasfilms produced this with George Lucas as executive producer.
Oh my god.
This movie has an incredibly troubled history, is all you need to know. Basically, it started out as fulfilling a promise because Jim Henson helped him with puppeting Yoda
Yeah.
in Empire Strikes Back. But then the puppets that he wanted to add into Labyrinth just ballooned out of control. Because they just started getting more and more complicated and stuff. And so the script just never got super refined. And the puppets are incredible. But by the end, the script was not that great. So the only thing that's really stand out in terms of performances is one person. Can you take a guess who, based off of what I have given you?
So super confused about this entire movie.
David fucking Bowie.
Oh yeah, right. Oh my
Because
God.
it's mostly just David Bowie being David Bowie. And you know what I have to say about this? It's a good movie. Is it like a high quality, fantastic movie? No, it's just a cute little movie. But the problem was
Nice
that the
watch,
budget
okay.
just could never make back that money. It never could. There was no way it ever could. It had a Disney budget before inflation was that high, is essentially what happened.
Damn.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. But it was a good movie. But once again, something we could have done literally anywhere else. But there's one other positive that could be done literally anywhere else, and I'm going to need Jimmy's help with this.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jimmy, you're going to need to put things up on screen.
Oh boy.
It should only be 2 images.
Okay.
We had something special for dinner. Well, we had it planned way in advance.
Hold on.
We went to a place in I don't remember which hotel it was, but because I was a little tipsy, in all honesty. We went to a place in this hotel and casino. And yes, if you're looking at stream right, we went to Gordon Ramsay Burger. I will not say it that way because they stylized it with a lowercase b. Gordon Ramsay Burger.
Burger.
Just why did they keep the lowercase b? Also, I needed to keep this photo because why does he just look like? All right, is this for the
that's-
fucking burger place? Right, I only have 5 minutes before the next showing. There, was that good? Right. All right, keep it moving. Just like, that's just how it feels.
That accent was so hilarious. That's like the joke Jeremy Clarkson accent I hear when people are making bottom gear edits.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That's not even intentional. I was just doing the closest thing I could think of for it without attempting. I wasn't even trying.
Bottom gear mates.
But seriously, why does he look like that? He just looks so disappointed, and not in the usual Gordon Ramsay way.
Yeah, not the usual way now.
He looks more like that. Oh no! Oh gorgeous! Oh sweetie. Wait, you know which one? You know which clip I'm talking about?
Oh, sweetie. Oh, dear God. Oh, sweetie.
Yeah, and not like the you fucking donkey.
You fucking
Wait.
donkey.
Just I just can't get over that look. I've been holding on to that for so long, and I just couldn't wait to share it. Anyway, so while Jimmy's getting up the image that I just sent, because I really want him to, because that is funny.
Oh yes.
We
please.
sat down to eat, and we were going through the menu, which wasn't that long. And I was just trying to find some things to drink. One of the things I wanted to check was their lemonade, just because I wanted to check what their lemonade. They copyrighted lemonade. They put lemonade copyright. They didn't put what brand. They just put lemonade copyright on the fucking menu. I don't know why.
Get the fucking copyrighted lemonade, damn.
They copyrighted lemonade.
This fits too much.
I'm just.
There you go. Ta-da! I am a genius.
Yes. And also, here's on the screen is one of the things that they had up there. And I'm confused. I just. Why did Gordon Ramsay burger have like meme names for their sandwiches? Why did they have the idiot sandwich?
Why not?
Idiot sandwich.
It's by one of the best jokes ever made.
Yes, but like, why?
Why not?
Like if
It
you would
was
go to a
displayed
evil
on the
theme
table
restaurant.
right as you sat down. That was the worst part. It was like right there. Some of the others took were deeper in the menu, but there were only a couple of others, and I can't remember what they were because I was a little tipsy by then. But it just there were so many things confusing about this. Like it looked so high class, and then you were having stuff like this at this place. Anyway, so my boyfriend buys the vegetarian burger because he's really vegetarian right now because he doesn't like the way animals are treated or killed right now. I'm not gonna judge him. That's his dietary choice. He doesn't judge me, and that's fine. But I got the Hell's Kitchen burger. I don't remember what was on it. I just remember it was like bacon, and I think there was jalapenos on it. We got there, and I gotta say, it was one of the most delicious burgers I have ever had. But here's the thing, and this is why I'm gonna make fun of it. I am somebody who can make their own burgers. I love making her own burgers. I have made better burgers than that.
Damn.
When I'm saying that is one of my best burgers I've ever had,
Damn,
I'm talking about at a restaurant. I'm talking about paid for. I am not talking about made. Because when I'm talking about made, I'm talking about the stuff that us two have made. We both have made far better burgers than that. And that's a Gordon Ramsay place. Bitch, you can learn how to make burgers better than that. If I can do it, you can. That's all I gotta say.
Gonna start
And the skills, the skills that I look, they aren't even like for specifically barbecuing and burger stuff. It's not even that hard. You just need to look up some stuff and or have somebody teach you heat control and stuff like that, and just know what to look for. I have, and then after that, it's seasoning and getting the right things, which I learned from my boyfriend. And it's just been, I have made better burgers than that. So I'm making fun of it because when somebody who has never run a restaurant in their life can make something better than Gordon Ramsay burger, you know you fucked up. Yeah. But I still enjoyed it, so I can't fault it too much. So that's why I'm still putting it as a positive, and I put it at the end just because I wanted to make fun of it.
So, in hindsight, most positive thing, food.
Most positive thing, food. And one other thing. Well, but the most positive thing was actually the Omega Mart, but...
Yeah. Mart.
Which, still an art installation, which... It's a unique installation compared to what they have in Santa Fe, which is called the House of Eternal Return. Anyway, there's one more thing that I got, if Jimmy could put that up, and it'll be the last thing before I close out this TISM. And I think it's the last way of remembering this, because I kept seeing it every time at pizza. When we were trying to figure out what we were getting for food, almost every time, I even thought about it once when we weren't even going into the mall. There was this little place that had imports of plushes. And Jimmy, are you gonna put it up? Jimmy?
Look in the stream and you'll see.
All right. Oh, shut up, you. But yeah, I looked when we were going there. When we passed by the first time, I saw a shiny Espeon plush, and I was like, I didn't know they made shiny Espeon plushes. And like, on top of that, right after I picked it up, right next to it was that little Mimikyu. And I was just like, oh my god, I need these. I kept debating whether I should get them. But then I just decided, one time, fuck it, I'm not buying anything else. But I will at least get this. They are still here with me.
Oh yeah.
And that's my send-off. And why is your ass wet, cat? Did you pee on your leg? Sorry. But yes, sorry for this weird tism, but basically, I think my summary at the beginning was pretty apt, wouldn't you say? Yep. Two anti-capitalists go to a capitalist hellhole and fucking hated it. There you go. I'm gonna go get some water.
Please do.
And I'm gonna join you for some more Atlas if you want.
Alright. With that, I am going to now transition us
I just
to
wanted to say, by the way,
Ukraine
guys,
segment.
it's
Mhm.
11:28. We've been up this for 5 hours.
Yep.
Long boy Roomba.
Yeah,
Hemi had quite the tism.
she had a She had probably not the longest, if I remember
He
correctly.
definitely
Yeah.
did.
Alright, luckily, the Ukraine-Russia news is pretty short this week because, honestly, I've been kind of... Russia's doing terrorism, Ukraine's blowing up important infrastructure that's useful to the war. Alright. This week we have an update. So last week we mentioned that, this war has now become longer than the Great Patriotic War. And the Russian mill bloggers have begun doomer posting over that. Ukraine hit the Caspian Sea oil platforms again with some drones. Let's go. The US seized a Russian Shadow Fleet tanker. Not because of any altruistic reasons, because it was full of Venezuelan oil Trump wanted to steal. Ukraine knocked the Belgorod power plant offline, which sucks that they're having to do that, but Russia's been obliterating Ukraine's power infrastructure, so it's fair.
I am.
Anti-Putin partisans torch a major communications tower just outside Moscow.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The Financial Times reports that Russia has at most 1 year of money left in the National Wealth Fund before they are unable to cover their deficit.
Okay, so that's the timer. All right.
They also report that 4 out of 5 Russians consider themselves worse off because of the war.
Understandable.
Putin threw a hissy fit this week and launched an IRBM with dummy warheads to make a statement and try and be intimidating, targeting the city of Lviv, the closest large Ukrainian city to the European border. Basically like, hear me, nukes. I'd like to point out the city, the closest like village to that launch complex that missile came from, the roads aren't paved.
Damn.
The United Kingdom has allocated £260 million to prepare troops to deploy as peacekeepers in the event of a ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine. Trump's self-importance makes him claim that he's the only card Ukraine has to play.
No.
Uh-huh.
Sure, buddy.
No.
Just no.
Russia claims Ukraine hit 4 Shadow Fleet tankers near Novorossiysk. Ukraine has been unusually quiet on that, so that's, kind of sus. The only footage released of any of these attacks was from one of the ships. At least was very clearly a drone dropping a small explosive on the ship, and Ukraine does these strikes with naval drones, so... weird. And to wrap us up, Ukraine confirmed the first rescue of a Russian military horse. They've rescued the
Let's
Umas.
go.
But, yeah. Also, Ukraine has they changed the ministers around. They've got a new defense minister who used to be, like, the technology minister, and he's a young guy who's, like, big on drones and stuff.
Drone technology.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Unfortunately,
Palestine,
nothing really
man.
to... Unfortunately, we don't really have much to say on that. It's just the same thing over and over again. Russia blows up houses and apartments and hospitals and schools and power plants and just does terrorism. The Ukrainians just kind of have to endure it. They're shooting down more and more of the munitions, but Russia's just launching so many of them, some of them get through. I mean, Russia's not moving on the front line. I mean, they're unironically using horses as frontline cavalry units, okay? They're not winning.
They're
But-
not.
So long as it's still going on, they haven't officially lost, and Putin can't afford to officially lose. And they can't have a ceasefire because he's not convinced he'd be able to get the troops to start going again.
Yep.
It's apparently gotten to the point where the prisoners in Russia's prisons aren't willing to like take the come fight in the war and you'll get out of prison. Which, by
Damn.
the way, Russia's not offering that to all their prisoners. They're offering that to like people accused of like murder or thieves or rapists or terrorists, stuff like that. But if you're in jail for, you know, being an opposition politician, no, they're not offering you that deal.
Well, political opponents.
Yeah.
Because fuck you, that's why.
Like, no, the political opponents, no, they're not allowed out of jail for any reason. Unless it's in a body bag.
Yep.
But, yeah.
Fuck that noise, dude. Fucking hell.
Russia's getting their ass handed to them and stuff for a long time, and coping. Hopefully this ends soon. And shit's fucked, man.
Yeah.
All of Russia's various proxy allies have been collapsing because Russia can't support them. So, at least there's been that.
Yeah, that's good.
Georgia still needs to do that. Belarus and the Transnistrian separatists in Moldova are really the only ones left. Well, technically Iran, because Iran hasn't completely collapsed yet, but...
Yeah.
And I guess North Korea, but they're sort of their own thing. Getting closer with China, I'm pretty sure. Thing is, even if Russia stops and the war is over, it's not like it's done. Still need to clean it up.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big thing, yeah.
Clean up the reconstruction and everything. Not to mention all the stuff with the regions that have been occupied for decades in like the eastern Donbass, all the stuff with Crimea.
One button. I'm right behind you.
Anyway, with that, I believe we're finished with the Roomba for this week.
Really? That was very quick. What the fuck?
Yeah,
You did say it was
I
very quick.
the Russia-Ukraine stuff. There's been less and less like big to talk about. Less
More
because
like
not
usual
things
things.
happening. It's just it's become routine,
Yes.
and like Russia's doing terrorism, Ukraine's blowing stuff up. That's actually like,
That's the worst
if not
part.
technically valid military targets, it's Russia's been blowing these things up for years, so we're gonna blow them up right back. Trump's refusing to be any use to anyone other than Putin because Putin is trying to bribe him and somehow has the money for that, or at least says he does. Shit's fucked.
Yep, fair enough. So, by the way, Amy, do you like how my character looks?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Anyway,
with the blue
it is almost 3 in the afternoon. I'm gonna go get something to eat.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, please.
Once I'm done with
Skipping
this,
recommendation. I think my recommendation is just
stay
just
home,
don't go to
stay safe.
Vegas.
I don't have any recommendations.
Nah, same. Not really this week.
Atlas, I suppose.
Like I said, just don't go to Vegas.
Right. I think that's everything then, huh?
Yeah, I will once I'm done with this dungeon. Like, if anyone wants anything, if they have anything on their mind, just feel free to speak it now or keep silent forever.
I think you mean keep forever, hold your peace.
Whatever.
Speak now or forever hold your peace. I think.
Fador,
Yeah.
I would like some peas.
I don't like peas.
I don't either. I'm just quoting a character.
Oh, may I have some oats?
Oh yeah, by the way, are you still on CCC?
No, not anymore. I was
Oh.
starting to take care of something else.
I assume you just were too tired to do Atlas.
That, and I did want to pay attention to Amistism, so I
Fair
was
enough.
not. And I can't really do that.
Yeah, I
again.
am so sorry. My friggin' tism just was like, bleh!
Oh, it was lovely.
So much. Just mostly just me ranting about how fucking vile Vegas is. Most shit that you probably heard. It's just like,
Yeah, basically, don't go to Vegas. If you ever visit America, look for a first different city.
yeah, even New York's better than Vegas. I know the
Probably
conservatives
first
and some people will be like, "Oh, don't go to LA." Well, at least LA has shit to do.
I mean, yeah, like if you go to America,
It's
LA is
expensive,
more
but
top
it's
of
like,
the list.
I've been to LA. I think it's a perfectly fine city.
yeah, it's
I suffered an earthquake when I was there, but aside from that,
yeah, it's like expensive as shit, but at least it's like there's shit to do.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
the
right now,
thing
the
is-
place you should avoid if you're going to the U.S. is, well, first off, if you're not white, don't go to the U.S. That's
first of
just
all, don't go to
just
US.
right now. It's just not safe for you. It is not safe for you. I'm not
I'm
saying that
currently
as like
not
a,
setting foot on American soil anyhow. As long as things
yeah, you
are like
probably
this,
shouldn't. You shouldn't. Just I'm not saying that's like a bad thing. Just
yeah.
I'm not trying to be bad at racist or anything. I'm just saying like saying it's a bad thing.
I'm fine within my mountains here. So yeah, I'm gonna stay.
On
in the
top, but
mountains.
if you do go, I recommend just not, especially not Orlando, especially right now.
Orlando, okay.
Like the Florida memes are funny, but like that's not the only reason why. It's also like lots of crazy conservative things.
Yeah, in general, that region is something where I always thought I will be heading there. Like Florida, I believe above is Georgia, if I remember. Left is somewhere
yeah,
Mississippi, so yeah, that region.
Yeah, Georgia, that just yeah.
are you not here?
Why can you guys go through, but I can't?
Is it because you entered later than us?
No, because I entered. I was ahead of you guys this time.
No, like enter the dungeon.
Perhaps, but
Weird.
that doesn't make
Not-
sense.
Like try walking out and back in again, I suppose.
No, I'm not going to. Not worth it.
All right.
Baby, don't nuzzle the microphone too much. I've been requested to do a tism discussing something and I forgot what it was.
Wait, what? Wait. Brain, start working, please, help. It was about Doom 2 speedruns.
Right, yeah. You know what? I could throw in also GoldenEye and
Oh, yes, please.
GoldenEye and what's it called? Eternal Dark
Oh, yeah.
speedruns into that same category. Basically, games, all games of that style from back in the day. I could include other things from that, but those might actually require visuals.
Visuals. But yeah, interesting topic.
Alright, so we're gonna end it here for today. Because it's late and I'm tired, and I think everyone else in this room with me is also tired. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here for today. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all tomorrow for Monday starting stream. But yeah, bye bye.
Thanks for all the cheese.
And hey, maybe Pal World tomorrow. Bye.
So that last echo.